Space Jam. Where'd they come up with that name, too? Weird. I'll tell you exactly where they came up with that name. They tested each letter of each word. They're like, so far we've got Spud Cum.
Well, there was also...
No. It's, people like A more than you.
There was Jock...
Spade Cum?
I always thought it was because there was Jock Jams at that point, right? Wasn't there a thing where
I don't know. Yeah. I would like to be a fly on any wall during any part of any branch.
Adam Goldberg, why was it called Space Jam?
They used jam all the time in the 90s. It was the #1 word, the way rad ruled the 80s.
NBA Jam.
That's not your name. Adam Goldberg is my name. And consulting producer on Community, Adam F. Goldberg's name.
Right.
Not the same person.
Okay, that was my fault. That was my bad. No, I tapped that hornet's nest.
When he started saying they used jam all the time in the 90s, I was like, wait a minute, come on. Was it like I thought he meant like jelly?
No.
I'm like, come on, no more than the 80s. I was there for all of this. Jam did not become a bigger thing. I'm officially my grandparents.
The 90s
Come on, young man. Jam is universal.
The 90s did have Jock Jams and Pearl Jams, and we had lots of 90s jams.
Jock Jams and Pearl Jams. Isn't that gross that they named their band Pearl Jam? That's gross.
Pearl Jam sucks. Fuck Pearl Jam.
Oh, come on, Jeff.
No, fuck them. That's terrible.
Hey, Jeff. Why you gonna make me feel bad about my band?
Oh, Eddie.
No.
We are people. We have feelings. You've hurt them.
It was the 90s was a great time to be an angry white guy and be all bummed out and wear a fucking helmet.
Before we called it emo and just kind of like both embraced it and wrote it off, it was like it was being presented as if this is the new thing. Yeah. I think that was what was uncomfortable for people.
And I invite all of you to tell me I'm a bad person online for not liking Pearl Jam. It's going to happen. There's going to be a lot of bad...
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, you know why? Because they're indefensible. Pearl Jam is an unsupportable band.
They'll accept. They're these guys. Look at them. Look out in this audience. Look at these young
Shannon,
faces.
do you love Pearl Jam too?
No.
Okay, good. So she's not just jam-centric.
No. These guys are post iTunes. They're little tune babies. They have little hologram dongles that they use to subscribe to their music from a stream in a cloud. And parcel of that is that they don't have the same emotional. They don't they go, oh, did you hear that new Granddaddy? I heard that EP was an LP on the SP.
No, I don't.
I don't either. I'm just trying to get through it. It's like you had to put all this energy into buying an album. And,
Spencer,
and if you bought a Led Zeppelin album and like someone else said Led Zeppelin sucked, oh, you got something to defend. But if you download Zigger Spligot, it's like you listen. You don't care. Like you got a whole fucking catalog of shit. Like everyone's an individual. Like so they don't really care that much if someone goes like, and no one's gonna go, that's stupid, that sucks. I think. Maybe I'm projecting onto them my wishes for the younger generation to be more actualized. Maybe
Spencer, are you a music purchaser? Are you a music guy?
No. I mean, I listen to lots of music. I don't purchase a lot of music.
How do you get your music?
Sometimes I'm just on my computer and this is legal stuff, man. They're gonna listen to this podcast.
Sometimes a bit like just falls on me, and then sometimes more of them come in like a torrent of.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get caught in a tempest of bites
of peer-to-peer pressure. So you've been stealing music online all the time. Is that
I mean, I've bought maybe 3 albums in my life, but I mean.
But you will pay the piper.
6 days of music, probably. You know? But I don't know. It's really eclectic. I usually get discographies, and then I'm like, oh, I like this album and this album, and delete a lot of stuff, and then I, have what I like, and I kind of just cycle through it randomly.
What's in heavy rotation for you right now? What's in the car?
Let's see. Borders of Canada has some good tracks. I think the Campfire Head Phase is the album I've been listening to a lot. There's DeLorean is a band with an album called Subiza, which is just really delicious. Gold Panda makes this really weird like
Gold
electronic
Panda.
music, and it's pretty awesome. I listened to it at an airport, and it was perfect. And there's
What about Nose Cone? You listen to Nose Cone?
oh yeah, Nose Cone. He had some deep YouTube riffs. I was really into that.
Wait, I just made that name up.
I was ripping the audio. Yeah, no, I'm bullshitting also.
Oh, okay. I thought I riffed a real guy, and I wanted to cop to it. I felt bad.